What up, what up, what up? How do I enlarge this chat? How do I create a channel to join chat? Beach. Oh, this shit just... My laptop just fucking died, bruh! Hold up. Where the fuck is the charger? Oh. Technical difficulties, but not nothing too crazy. I'm trying to pop up the chat here so I could see what the hell you guys are saying. You dig? What up, Maja Mafia? Yeah, I'm about to fucking cop a pair of earbuds because yeah, I need to make sure y'all can hear me. There we go. MD Music. What you mean new music coming soon? I just dropped music, bro. Like I literally deadass just dropped music. How you gonna tell me to drop music if I just dropped music? Music is out now. Like I just dropped it. Let me grab my lighter. I'll be back because we can smoke on this bitch. Okay, radish blunt. Alright, boom, I'm back. Back in full effect. A gamer. I got your ass. No, I'm not gonna game. Bro, I swear I tried it. So I got y'all can hear me okay, right? Y'all can hear me good? Let me know if y'all can hear me good in the chat. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me okay. Alright, so alright, bet y'all can hear me okay. Cause I don't wanna have to be yelling and shit, you know? Look at y'all like my rigs. You like them. Alright, well I don't wanna be yelling, so I'll talk regular. If y'all can't hear me, y'all just tell me to speak up, you know what I'm saying? Slutty Sony, what up? How you doing? Appreciate the love and support. Alright, so with all that being said, the reason why I'm doing this live is because I want to know if you guys are genuinely interested in me doing a podcast, because I really want to do a podcast. That's what we got this whole setup over here for, is to do a podcast. So I want to do a podcast, but I'm like curious to know like your thoughts on it, honestly. Cause it's like it's been costing money to set up. It's not like free, you know what I mean, to set up. So if I set it up, I want to make sure that like this is something that you guys are interested in. I don't want to just be like forcing it upon my viewers and shit. Any possibility of hip-hop battle crossover to happen? Be lit to hear some 80s thrash with you on vocals. Yes, actually yes, very much so. I've been listening to a lot of dark metal, a little bit of Ice Peak too. I like them, you know. So yeah, definitely you guys could hear some shit like that from me. The favorite song I ever released, man, that's a tough one. I will say Look at Me Now right now is currently my favorite song though. Like Look at Me Now right now has got to be like top Like top 5 songs right now. One of you said, I'm very things 888 says, depends on the topics. All right, so the topics, first of all, are going to be like cloning. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about sex, money, like my thoughts on everything like that. So, how to overcome depression, the secret to being able to meditate about nothing. And I say that's a secret because it's very hard to think about nothing. A lot of y'all think it's easy to think about nothing, and in fact, it's not easy. It's very hard. But I can teach you an easy way. What do y'all think about the new hair? I'm going white. It's gonna take me probably like another session. I don't want my hair to all fall out, so I gotta, wait a bit. Sip said I'm all for it. What is your inspiration to make music? Little Psycho says. Honestly, it's like asking like, what's your inspiration to eat when you're hungry? I have the hunger and like all the time to create, and I need to eat. So like I create to satisfy my urge to want to create. So I'm not saying like I'm my biggest motivation, but like it's just naturally, it comes to me naturally to want to vent and to, create music. And I honestly don't know what is sporadic. I create albums like seasonal. I work on music seasonal. The rest of the year, I'm just being a human being, enjoying my human experience. I love fashion, modeling, stuff like that. I run a few businesses, so a lot of the time when I'm not creating music, I'll be doing that. I want to know the mind of Boo. Yeah, audio's good. Okay. The audio's going to be better. So to be honest, the microphones right here are off. And I don't always want to be having a whole team of the audio people. Like, that's the reason why it's not connected now, is because my audio team's not here. So I don't want to learn audio shit. I don't want to be controlling the audio. So what I thought is, for days where I want to do like this, one-on-one talks with you guys, I'll just go buy some ear pods so that way you guys got like the best quality of audio from me, so even if I want to like, talk low, whisper, if I want to whisper, y'all can hear me still. Do you miss Lil Keed? Yeah, of course, man. Who doesn't? I also miss Juice WRLD. I miss X. Like, I really wish like their presence was here, just because of them as a creative too. Like, they were just so, like, there's certain people that will like make me get up and be like, man, now I need to go record. You know what I mean? Like, that was hard. Like, me go make something harder than that. And yeah, I say Juice is definitely one of those people. Impatient, I like Impatient. I made Impatient just for the vlog. So I made that song just for the vlog, and I wasn't gonna give it to a label, but then the label wanted it after I used it for the vlog. And I was like, I used it for the vlog because every time I put my music in the podcast, I can't monetize it because my music is in it, even though I own the music, but you guys are licensing it, so you're like hitting me with copyright infringement, and I'm the one that's singing it. So I was like, bro, make it make sense. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create my own like song that's strictly for the vlog. And when they heard it, they wanted it too. And I was like, fuck, bro. Like, at that point, they had like all my files. So like, whatever, that's just how it is. That's why now I'm independent. I'm not with that, like, everyone gonna dictate what I use my shit for or all this stuff. Like, I'm not going for that shit. South Africa, what's up? What's up? Bye-bye in the building. What's your messages for the people in your experience of life? Not quite sure I understand that question. Hi, Gamer Shout. So that's it. That's some things I want to touch on, the topics like that, sex, money, religion, conspiracies, aliens, whatever, man. Kanye West. The reason why I didn't launch my shit yet is because somehow Kanye literally has the entire internet in shambles. Like, he just got everybody like talking about him. You know what I mean? Yes, love, the how to control depression, and focusing on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So these are some topics I'm going to talk on the podcast. Now, here's the thing. I don't want the podcast to be scripted. I don't want it to be planned. So in other words, I don't want to title a podcast like why I believe money has more or sex has more power than money. I'm not going to title it and be like, "Oh, based off that, let's talk about that today." Because it's going to come off like planned and like too organized. I want it wild, loose. Like when you're conversing with somebody and you guys are talking with one another, you're not planning this entire conversation. It's just a natural conversation that you're having with somebody, and that conversation becomes so organic. And sometimes it can be therapeutic for one of the parties that's in the conversation, depending if one of the people are influential, such as myself. I get that a lot when I'm talking with someone for the first time ever. I ever meet someone for the first time. It's just this natural conversation that occurs that just feels so good. And at times, there's people who will be like, "Man, you know, you kind of helped me out without realizing it." And I'm just there telling them like, little do you know, I kind of helped myself out too just now, because when we were talking, I just said some shit that even shocked me. That I was like, damn, that shit sound like therapeutic as fuck. So I think when I do the show is definitely not gonna be planned like episodes. It's definitely not gonna have a topic, a conversation, and I don't want celebrities on here, so it's not gonna be clickbait where it's like on some no jumper, where I have famous people on here and I'm talking to them. So I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is discuss, like I said, just whatever pops up in the conversation, because that seems to be the most interesting conversation. And the reason why I'm even doing the podcast is because so many people that I talk to be like, "Yo, you're smart. You need a podcast. Like, you need to talk like this so people can hear the way you are." Because too much of the internet seen this Kid Boo brand that you built, but they don't know you, Elijah, as a person. So for that reason is why I'm thinking, let me just invite people who aren't famous. It's not scripted. This way I can have it. And honestly, people I've never met before. So it could be you on my podcast. Like, it could definitely be you on my podcast. Like, if you guys are in Los Angeles and you just want to talk, I'll invite you on the podcast, and we'll just fucking talk. We'll chop it up. If you're old enough to drink, maybe you can have a drink, whatever, smoke, whatever be the case. If you're not, that's perfect. We can do a full sober one. I love that too. Sobriety is everything. For the people who are fucked up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year, being sober is the new high. So that's another thing right there we could talk about in the podcast. But yeah, so I see right there, NB Miata says they like that. So all right, bet. That then at least I know that I'm feeling you guys in a right way, like understanding how to gauge an audience and understanding you guys, right? Like actually paying attention to you guys. Kanye tripping or spitting facts? I think when somebody is speaking their facts, everybody who disagrees will say they're tripping. So I'll just say that. Another thing too, I noticed some of the best conversations happen between me and a very intellectual female or open-minded gentleman. So like, I'm gonna have that on the show too. That's gonna be key. So I know y'all saw the commercial when I posted like, "Oh, I'm having a show called The Hot Seat." Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We're still doing that. This is gonna be the hot seat. So this is the seat right here. I'm sitting in it. You're looking at it right now. Oh, fuck. Long day, lots of work, but I'm excited. The podcast sounds like it's gonna be fire. Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad that you guys really think so. Honestly, you make me genuinely want to do the podcast like tonight, like today type shit. Like just record it and go. just straight up, just like that. Just record and go, like bam, bam, bam. I could do that honestly. I could switch the angles up and just have like a one-on-one chat with somebody, like eye to eye, just chatting with them. Why you don't like Leos if you're honestly, I was being funny. I was like, you a Leo, Leo ass alone. That's why I be saying, you a Leo, I'm a Leo ass alone. I ain't gonna bother with you. But that was just me being funny, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes with the music, it's fun to be creative, you know what I'm saying? Did you know Death to SoundCloud would be such a hit? No, I didn't. Yo, I did not think it was gonna do that. Honestly, this shit caught me by surprise too. Bottega Ventura or Rick Owens? Come on, man. It's Rick all day. I don't own one piece of Bottega Ventura. I'm not one of those. Like I don't know. I'm not into that. I'm not into that brand. I'm really like, I like avant-garde brands. I don't like more so like colorway brands or anything like that, to be honest. Which I think they're a colorway brand. Kind of like Bathing Ape. Bathing Ape's like colorway brand where they just like stick to like very bright colors and that one solid color or a variation of those tones of colors, if you get what I mean. But this isn't a fashion. We're not about to have a fashion talk right now. I would love to have a fashion talk with you guys, but y'all ain't seen that side of me yet. Only in pics. If I had to change my hair color, what would it be? White. That's why I'm in the process of right now making my hair white. White. I want it to be white. Look like the clones from the movie Matrix with the dreads, the white dreadlocks. Thank you, James Brown. I appreciate you. I just read your comment. Thank you. The Panamera, I got rid of it. I sold it. It was too much trouble. I'd have like people found out what car I had. They would like chase the car down. Police would fuck with us. Like that car, I got rid of it. Somebody broke into it downtown, stole a duffel bag I had in there, a Louis bag that was like full of like just straight chrome and brick. And bro, when I say like close to 80 grand in clothes just went, I was like, yeah, that's a sign. Get rid of this motherfucking car. This car is drawing the wrong kind of attention. So I got rid of that shit. When you drop a new album, Lil Boo, if you don't stop playing with your ass, Lil Boo, I just dropped Blind for Love 4. Y'all just got that. Until y'all fully dissect that, until I start performing that in concerts and shows and shit like that collection, I'm not dropping Pink Planet. So we got all these new festivals and shows to go through in your city, your town, wherever you at, your country, for me to do a show before I start dropping another project. It's because then that's just too much options, bro. It's like if a clothing brand drops 50 t-shirts on their first collection. Like, it's so many options that you get overwhelmed. Like which one is actually hard? You may overlook like a really dope piece because you're looking at so many. So yeah, that's that. I've been a fan of yours for years. I'm happy thanks to you and your songs. I managed to get through my big depression because of relationship. I hope you're well. I give you a shout out. OD for love. Damn, shout out 458 Keys. Yeah, that was Keys' idea for I don't got love for you. There was no loving me. First time we met, I was blind when she want for me. Got all this well like I came from a money tree. Remember the times in class you making fun of me? That shit, I had to jump on it when I heard it. I woke up out of my sleep. I was passed out in the studio, like literally nodding, gone, sleeping. I had just recorded like, I think like 6, 7 songs, right? And Keys came in. I woke up, Keys is there. And he started recording that shit. That shit woke me up out of my sleep. I said, bro, I'm jumping on that shit, Slime. I'm doing a verse on that for sure. For real. Honestly, most songs you made were fire. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to have to agree. Humbly, I'm gonna have to agree. I come from an era where you gotta have bars, bro. Like Papoose, Eminem, Lil Wayne. Like these are like guys like Cassidy. They had bars, bro. They would say the most craziest creative shit So coming from that era, I'm like, I gotta say crazy creative stuff. I can't just be melodic. You know, I gotta have bars behind that. So that's really what I be giving y'all. But a lot of people do get lost in the beat and the sound of it being melodic, that they don't hear the bars and they go over their head. But your boy got bars now. Don't sleep on me. Do you still got the flamethrower? Yes. I don't have it here because it is a weapon of mass destruction and it's actually illegal to have in California. I do not have it here in California. I promise. Yeah, weird is the new cool, man. Being a nerd is the new cool. We're living the era where right now is the time where, for nerds to rise up and be king. Where like they rule all. Everybody who you think is cool, every celebrity, they are literally, their whole career is at the fingertips of a programmer, of a coder, of the ads, of like the tech companies. Like, if without, okay, right there. How could a bitch be Instagram famous without Instagram? What made Instagram was a fucking nerd, a square. You know what I mean? So back then in school, I bet you that same bitch that's got a blue check, or matter of fact, the bitch that's fiending for that blue check, because she got like X amount of followers. She's fiending for that fucking blue check. In school, probably would have never even spoke to the nerd because he wasn't part of the cool crew, right? But fast forward years later, he makes and invents the same platform that dictates her entire life. She's scrolling all day, trying to go shopping on there, find the new looks, trying to post and hope that other users like her shit and comment so she can feel better about herself, build up enough following so she can start making money off of Instagram followers. So that same nerd nigga that you did not want to talk to in high school invented a whole platform that without it, where would your life be? Without Instagram, how the fuck would people know that you got a nice BBL, bitch? You feel me? So right now is the time for nerds. It's the time for the tech, geeks to rise up and really, now you cool. Being a tech nigga is the new cool. Learning computer shit is the new cool. Being a hacker is the new cool. So, and don't get me going on that hacker part, because so many of these rappers, bro, if it wasn't for somebody hacking their streams to make them seem more popular than what y'all think they are, then, man, it'd be really crazy out here. Because I realistically would probably be one of the top streaming artists. Because without all those robots and people fudging and adding numbers, the labels doing this shit, artists doing them shit, bro. And it's funny because they're really getting plaques off it too. Like, it's really monetizing, right? This sauce I'm giving y'all right now, y'all done got me on I don't know who asked that question, but now y'all got me on it, bro. This is the type of shit that I'll be talking about in my podcast. I'll be like talking about like real shit, bro. They might start calling me Young Kanye in this bitch, because I'm not gonna say fuck no races of individuals and people. I'm not on that. I love people, I love humans. I believe we all should really just be harmonious in this planet, right? But I will speak about shit like this type of stuff when it comes to the business of the industry and stuff and how I feel about it and the stuff I learned. And that's just period. That's it. That's just how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's move on to another one. Number 1, greener days. Number 2, D for love. Facts. Someone said, agree. Being gangster is overrated. Well, it always has been, bro. Even when I was young, we used to make fun of like the OG niggas that talk about back in my day, man. I did all this woo shit. Like, bro, it's always gonna be something different, bro. People evolve, change. Greener days, low key, man. That's a nostalgic song for me. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm 33. I feel you. Bet. Shit, we were around the same age. I'm 34. Hook me up with an investor. All right, check me out. Do you know what a PowerPoint presentation is? A PowerPoint presentation you can make on your phone using Pages if you want to. There's little apps on there. but it's pretty much an introductory and a presentation of your idea, your business to an investor. You want to make sure you include how much everything is going to cost, right? How much money you need for the business. You're going to include that, of course, but make sure what you don't forget to include is a ROI, a return on investment. As an investor, you have to show them how much money they're going to make when they give you this money. So if you ask them for 100,000, you want to tell the investor, oh, I can make you back 300,000. You know, now they're like, oh, okay, bet. Like, how quick is that going to happen? How fast is that return on their investment going to be? And you have to really crunch down the numbers. If you do that, you start pitching the banks, they will give you the money. They are the investors, the banks. You don't need to go find some dude at a club, someone on Instagram flexing, all that stuff. That dude's already rich. He got rich how he's doing, and he's focused on him. The banks always want to make more money. They need more businesses. So if you have a business idea, make a PowerPoint presentation. Make sure your credit is cool too, by the way. And go to whatever bank or branch that you have a relationship with and get a loan. And there you go. Boom, papi. You got that. Let's see. Can we talk about how chill the setup is? Yeah, I want it to be like chill, calm. Blue represents like a calm color. Red is very like urgency. That's why McDonald's sells more than Burger King. We'll talk about that later too, though. But yeah, I wanted it very calm, cool. Like that's just my vibe. You know, I'm chill. So I wanted the podcast to be more so about how I am. You know, not like Kid Boo. If it was like on some Kid Boo shit, y'all would have an all brick wall in the background, some red lights, fucking crazy shit. Probably sitting on a black leather couch. For real. If you wanted to send merch, how would you do that? Just DM me from your brand account page, and if I actually like the clothes, I will then, you know, I'll be like, yeah, send it. If I don't, I'll give you my opinion on it, and just an opinion, a creative, constructive one too. I'm not gonna be like, yo, your clothes suck. Keep it. You wear it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, yo, actually, I think this would be hard if it was like brown with a pink font instead of this yellow shirt with a brown font. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm not gonna wear a yellow t-shirt with like period. That's just not, you know what I mean? It gotta be a fire ass shirt for me to wear like that. That's just my personal like, you know, input on it. Let's see, Kibble Vamp. Yeah, right. The way I age slow as shit, bro. I'm 34 and people still think I'm young as fuck. That's crazy. And I be bragging about it too. I be bragging. Yes, yeah, I met X before. But I was not Kid Boo. I was not a rapper. I was not Humongous to God. Well, you know what? I technically was Humongous to God because I was before Humongous God as a rapper. Though I was Humongous to God on some street shit like Giza. I used to trap and shit. So, you know, he'd be at Rojas's house with Sky XXX and 458 Keys and Zambi over there, fucking Pump Ass, fucking Smoke Purr, Stokely. Like Rojas really built like this powerhouse in South Florida. Then there's this other like porn nigga, forget his fucking name, but niggas used to be at his crib all the time. But I ain't really chill with nobody like on no friend shit. I get in, I get out, make my money, I do my runs. Like I was very antisocial. Being Kid Boo was like me trying to practice being non-antisocial for a change in my life. So yeah, I'm telling you, bro. That's just how it is, man. I got the good genes. I got the good genes. And I ain't talking bald mane. It's good to see you're down to earth and willing to help people who ask. Very refreshing, right? Isn't that refreshing? Too many people get the sauce, and when they get it, they tell you a little bit, right? And then they want to charge you. Like, imagine if like right now I just hit y'all with like, oh, and guess what? I'm gonna tell you how to get an investor. Just swipe up and check out my OnlyFans where I teach you how to get an investor. It's only $59.95. I got the method for $200. Like, people really be trying to capitalize and profit off of knowledge and information because they see that that's how the school was and the system is structured. Knowledge is intended to be given for free. We should be sharing information with one another as a collective, as a single conscious. Man, I'm telling y'all this, y'all ain't even about to really get me like that going. This is supposed to be just us talking about having a podcast. Y'all about to really have one with me one-on-one right now. For real, for real. This low-key might just be episode 1. I wasn't gonna upload this live, but now I just might. Let's see. Who is your favorite artist you've collaborated with? Black Youngster. Black Youngster, and I'll say because when we did the music video together, and and when we just initially met, bro was just full of energy, full of life, smiling, happy, and I like that. First of all, like when people are like that, I like that. It's a good sign, right? Good energy. But it was the fact that like he was real enough to pull me aside and say, "Hey, bro, like I could show you how to make $1 million off a mixtape." And I waited for a second to hear if or but, like followed by but if you do this or if you do this. I thought it was a catch. There was no catch. Bro was like, woo, 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 and told me everything. Like, you can make $1 million off a mixtape doing this, then take that money, go buy real estate. And with the real estate, man, that shit never gonna end. People gonna always need a place to live and put the money into houses and get apartments. When I saw bro talking to me like that, he's trying to like give me this knowledge and he's just giving it to me for free. I was like, yo, he a solid dude, bro. Like, this was a dope experience to make music with somebody like this, because it showed me that like the person I was before doing music don't have to stop, because I always was a businessman before music. That's why I always had money. So it showed me that don't have to stop. Like, I could dead ass still continue to be me, money making Elijah, right? And still do music, because the money is just flowing. Now, instead of like before, like having to bust a few moves and then go talk to a bank and do my PowerPoint presentation to get them to give me like $500,000 or something for the next business venture, I can now just go dip into like an advance that I got from a label and use that to invest into more of the business. So when I saw that he was thinking like that, I was like, that's why he's always winning. That's why y'all always see him with money, always winning, always still on top, because he's doing his thing, man. He's well invested. And that's something that I say all of you should be, is well invested. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket, meaning like, I know you probably already heard that before, but like, meaning like, if you got one thing going for you, that's good. Great for you. Pat yourself on the back, go get 2 things going for you. And when you got 2 things going for you, that's great too. Pat yourself on the back again and go get 3 things going for you, and so on and so on. Don't stop. Never stop being hungry. Never stop being like satisfied. Like, you can give yourself a little credit, but not too much credit for you feel accomplished. Because the second you feel accomplished is the second you stop growing, right? The second you feel like, oh, I did it, then you did it, and it's done. You put yourself into the mindset of retirement, sitting back, and you're too young for that life. You got so much life ahead of you, so much more to accomplish and experience. I've lived like 5 or 6 different kind of lives, bro, before I was even Kid Boo, before y'all even know about. All sound like a movie, very adventurous, like full of opportunity, experiences that are just like amazing memories to have and still hold on to. So never settle for that, bro. And never just settle for like, oh, this was it, I did it. Like, continue to do more, continue to try new things. Be open-minded to that. Perhaps your vision of the big picture wasn't even the full frame, that you probably couldn't even begin to fathom or imagine what you really are about to manifest in life. Some of you guys may think, oh shit, I just want to at least make $1 million, and don't know that you'll make 40, 50, 100 million. You probably would have never imagined it, or even begin to imagine how, but it's a possibility. You just gotta never stop being hungry. Never stop that. Anyway, let's go on to the next thing, man. What you saying, G, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. Chilling, man. We just chilling on live. We're talking about like me starting a podcast. What's the biggest check you got for making music, label, etc.? Be honest. Up front, it was a $10 million deal. Out of that, they don't give you it all up front. You get an advance. The advance that was written out to me in one check was $500,000, 500,000. Before you get too excited, please keep in mind, out of that $500,000, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, the ones who do music, be mindful of this. Don't go signing so much shit with everybody, like with Joe and Harry and Mo, like everybody that wants to be a manager or this or that. Like, nigga, offer them a percentage, like offer them some like just a flat fee or something. Like, yo, look, if I get on, I got you on this, or if you got the bread right there and there, pay them right out. Don't start signing 50% of this to that, 20% of this to this person, because I tell you, the day that you win and sign that label check and you get that advance, you're like, ooh, wait a minute, half an M, half a ticket on there, boy, I'm about to go crazy on properties and shit. Stop. Nope. You gotta give. Guess what? This percentage over to this nigga because you signed that. This percentage to this person because you signed that. Oh, guess what? You got lawyer fees. Boom, gotta hit the lawyer fees. Then guess what? There's taxes. You signed in California. Your bank in California. You live in California now, Mister. I relocated here to Hollywood, right? To chase the dream. Guess what? The dream come with taxes. Los Angeles has a very high tax rate. You're gonna wish your ass stood in Florida or whatever state you from that got low taxes. Trust me. So now you got taxes you paying. At the end of the day, bro, after $500,000, I got the damn motherfucking keep only $175. I was like, ouch, after seeing all the shit leave the account, I'm like, goddamn. So this ain't shit. Cause I can make this. I used to, bro, what? I'll tell you guys, with e-commerce and like owning like Legal Lean and bro, I did so much jet ski rentals, Toro, all that. Like I was doing so much that that was nothing. 175, I was like, what the hell? So make sure you don't sign so much off. Like you keep all that. So that's why now being independent, shit, next time I get me a $500,000 advance check, guess what? That's all going in my pocket. Straight up. Cause I don't got nothing signed to nobody right now. I'm done. Everybody's paid off. I'm out of all my contracts. I finished my duty, my part. So now I'm a free agent again. I'm not signing. I'm not doing that. Yo, I love how you speak. You sound really more. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, MD Music. Thank you, thank you. That's the whole reason for this podcast. I'm just trying to help spread positivity, motivation, uplifting, enlightenment, whatever, man. Like, we about to get revolutionary in this bitch. Your IG account 5 years ago. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, why did you want to sell your IG account 5 years ago? I don't understand the question. It was 1 year, 5 years. So let's go on next. 3 years later. Oh, and the reason why is because that's digital real estate. Plain and simple. Bro, kid, you go to my favorite application. In Germany, you pay up to 50% in taxes. Wow, so in Germany, you paying 50% in taxes. I'm gonna tell you what, bro. I'm gonna be real. If y'all listening to this know math well, if I had to do that in Germany, I'd have owed money after signing. Cause shit, between everybody who I signed shit with and had to give up something like that, bro, you tripping. Oh, 1.5. Sell it, 1.5 mil? It was a NFT thing. So you would buy an NFT, and the NFT came with an unlockable. And what I was doing was trying to create the first NFT that when you bought the NFT artwork, the first edition came with a verified account on Instagram for the NFT itself. So, yeah. And Mark, you know who you are from Shark Tank. I want to say you were wrong, but then yet kind of right, because the NFT wave did hit after you denied it that it did, but then now it went back down. But I feel like it's gonna circle back anyways later. But we could have did business, bro. Me and him could have made a lot of money off of that shit. Mark Cuban is the one I'm talking about, by the way. So yeah, Mark Cuban, you fucked up, bro. We could have made a quick bag together, which is probably nothing for you. You make so much money, but I personally would have loved to make a couple millions of dollars with you. Bro, Kid Boo is good. I read that one already. I'm enjoying the vlogs, Life of Boo. Thank you. I'm gonna bring them back. I was really like, I don't know. I'm gonna give them back though. You guys got them. Would you collab with Trippy? Yeah, actually I would. I don't see why not. So yeah, you keep it real, unlike a lot of the rappers nowadays. Unlike a lot of people nowadays, not even just rappers, but people in general. Not too many people keep it real. Let's just say that. Even just to take it even further outside of like the rap box. What was the experience that started your awakening? Okay, we can go there. Um, I'm gonna put it short though. I'll sum it up for you because it's a lot of detail. But I had encountered a UFO with my mom's boyfriend 11 years ago, and you know, I was the first time I ever seen something like that, and I wanted to do, you know, some Googling after the fact. And I'm skipping past a lot of details, by the way, because I plan on in a documentary or later giving a full detailed story on this. But I found some interesting stuff on the internet about it. So other people on YouTube uploaded videos, and I was, you know, kept searching some more, and I found, coincidentally, that day before the UFO experience happened, I had met a gentleman that was a part of a Raelian movement, and he had a book that was written by Claude Rael, which was called Intelligent Design. That was before the encounter. After the encounter, when I said I went on Google, I found them again, like the Raelian story and Rael story and the Raelianism and that whole group of individuals. So they were the only people that I was able to find on the internet that knew about any information on UFOs or was willing to talk or share about it. And I went to go meet them, and Rael's teachings were just so, they hit home with me. There was something about the way he spoke about life, and it just changed me forever, and I wanted to learn more about that. I wanted to become more like these people that I met. You know, they were very calm and eccentric and just beautiful, like people that showed so much love. Like they made me feel like family. I never met them before. They made me feel like I was family. And they taught me a lot about Buddhism and just about loving others, man. And it really, that was when it was, 11 years ago. It was that day. And I'll get into detail for you guys one day. I promise you I will. But that was the day that I started my awakening in life. You know, I think I always was conscious as a young child, but it was that day that I was able to now do something with this curiosity that I always had of what is more to life, to put it into retrospect for you. At which point did you want to switch to Kid Buu? What was the reason behind it? And what was your goals behind that switch? Drake! Nah, let me stop. Let me not act like Kid Buu. No, Drake. So, growing up hearing Drake's music, there was one thing that it was like always Drake will always just like take somebody's flow but do it better. And I would be like, yo, that nigga just Kid Boo'd that. And I would say that to my boys, like, oh, Drake just Kid Boo'd that. Because he did that way harder than this person's flow, and he killed, they bodied it. So I saw that as like a Kid Buu thing, you know? So when I wanted to switch my name as an artist, because I became an artist, I was like, man, I want to create an artist that's like Drake, like a persona that can steal anyone's sound, do it way better. Like, it should still be hard, like, make niggas mad, like, he just be like, Kid Buu, a demon for real, bro, just like DBZ, right? And besides that, like, there's other things that in anime, like, there's Ditto from Pokemon, also Pink, that copies and absorbs power and just, like, stronger. There's Kirby, who's also Pink, and Kirby absorbs and then has, like, the same kind of power. Like, he'll eat Zelda, and now he has a sword and the shield and whatnot, a little green hat, right? But they're just not as dope as Kid Buu, bro. Like, and I don't want to be called Ditto or Kirby. You know, like I said, the backstory to that, I never grew up saying, oh, Drake just Kirby'd that or Drake just Ditto'd that. I would be like, yo, Drake just Kid Boo'd that song. He bodied it. It's funny because it's the first time I fucking ever really talk about this on camera. And you guys get it right now on my YouTube. That's crazy. I never talk about this shit. But yeah. It's fun. Isn't it funny how all of it is pink though? Like Kid Buu's pink, Kirby's pink, Ditto's pink. All three of them absorb and recreate the energy. It absorbs stronger. Like, it's almost like pussy. Like, am I allowed to say that on here? Fuck, I hope it doesn't get banned. But it's almost like, I put it professional. It's almost like vagina. Vagina is also pink. However you look at it, you get in there, it's pink, bro. We're not about to go into that class now. But it absorbs the man's seed and then creates, you know, a likeness of that same individual. So maybe there's something there, a connection with that, you know what I'm saying? And no, I didn't just call myself a pussy, bro. I know somebody gonna try to say that shit in the chat. Don't do that to me, chat. Someone said Ditto is blue when he's shiny. Yeah, that's true. He can turn blue. Will the podcast be stationed on this platform? Thank you. That is a good question. Will the podcast be stationed on this platform? Yes, it's going to be here on my YouTube channel. I plan on just keeping it here. I got you guys are here anyways. All these subscribers. This channel hasn't made to 100,000 subscribers yet, but I'm not gonna create any new channels until this channel is probably like a few mil. I noticed like David Dobrik and other like big YouTubers that I like look up to. They do that. Which yeah, I look up to David Dobrik. He's a fucking amazing person. I love him. I gotta go eat at his pizzeria that's about to open up. You know, they've been wanting me to do this on Twitch, and I was going to do this on Twitch, but I got locked out of my Twitch, contacted Twitch, and then they wouldn't put me back in my account. So I was like, all right, bet. I'll just go to YouTube. I don't care. Little Cloud, so do you believe in Jesus Christ? And what is your thoughts? I believe Jesus Christ exists. I believe he is a real being that was here on earth. I do believe that he is the father of Yahweh. And those are my thoughts on that. Let's see, moving along. Someone say Jigglypuff. If you are Raelian, why did you cover the Raelianism sign on your chest by some other tattoo? Or I might be wrong. I'm not just covering the Raelian sign. I'm covering the whole entire front because I'm redoing the canvas. We live in a future where we could lighten tattoos and put new ones over it. So I've had these tattoos for years, probably been that, like, I don't know how old this person is that just said that, but you were probably like shitting in diapers when I had a lot of these tattoos still. Like I'm a vampire. I've been around for a while. So I want to get new ones. You know, so I started with the Sacred Heart and barbed wire with the flame. I'm building to do some more. You guys will see what it is, but I want to give like a new one, you know? Like I've been wearing this shirt for a while. It's time to change it up a bit. I also did my back too. I switched my back. I covered up the ones there and did my whole back different. So you guys probably didn't notice that though. I barely showed my back pieces and shit. I boarded what bank account, by the way? Having a good harvest, I see, fam. Yes, very good. Let's see. Oh, you're 16? Oh yeah, definitely, dude, bro. you weren't even born yet, and I was already tatted up, bro. Like that's crazy. Yeah, you're like around my daughter's age. My daughter's 15. She's 15. I miss the Clone Saga. Mark my words, the Clone Saga continues with the fucking finale. Like, there is a great finale. We're not gonna blow it here, but just know, OTW with it. Sorry for a strange question, but any thoughts on how to open your third eye? And by your third eye, you mean your consciousness, right? So with me, where your consciousness is stored, from what I've learned from the Raelians, is that it's here. Apparently, there's a fragment of bone that they can take here and transfer your consciousness. As you guys already seen, I've explained in my Vlad interview speaking on cloning. Third eye, consciousness, it's one and the same to me. To practice consciousness, you must practice meditation, which meditation literally means the practice of thought. So spending a lot of time thinking inside one's mind, you'll become more conscious. And in becoming conscious, your result, you will open your quote-unquote third eye. That's my quick run through on there on opening third eye for dummies. Not calling you a dummy, by the way. It's like these books that were around when I was growing up. It was like how to cook for dummies, spell for dummies, like driving for dummies. It's a type of book. Like Chicken Soup for the Soul. Uh, how I was hanging with Gabbana, amazing. I wish I could hang with the new Gabbana now, the more like religious Gabbana. I'm pretty sure that'd be dope to see what he has to talk about now. My son is 15. Worst age. LOL. It's crazy because I don't get that with my daughter. She's cool. Like I feel bad, bro. That and you got a son too. He should be giving you no headaches. No headaches. He should be giving you, man. Come on. You've been smoking that J for a minute. Yo, honestly, I rolled this wood, bro. This probably like the longest burning wood ever. It's because I've been talking more to you guys as opposed to smoking, and it's kind of just here, like, you know, to make it feel more real, I guess. Maybe some of you were smoking. I don't know. You kind of just smoking and talking with me, right? Oh, what? I still have 2 of your sauce bottles and a Kid Boo hoodie and shirt, bruh. No cap. I don't even have a sauce bottle. I think my mom got one, but bro, I've been wanting that sauce. Like I've been wanting that sauce, bro. You low key, you probably if I had saw that shit on Amazon, if you posted it and I saw it, bro, I would buy it, bro. I deadass would buy back my own sauce that you bought off of me buying my sauce. Now we sound like scammers buying methods and shit. I'm gonna buy your method to buy my method. We trade methods. Head ass. Okay, let's see. What else? What is your take on the Ye situation? You're gonna have to rewind and watch this podcast when I upload it. Oh, look, I said it's officially a podcast now, I guess, guys. But you're gonna have to watch this video after I upload it because, yeah, the Ye thing we talked about already. And I want to go back into it. Thank you. I really do appreciate the reply. No worries, man. We're here. You guys are here. You guys are here chatting with me, so like I'm not gonna ignore you. You know what I mean? And you're not being disrespectful or anything, so it's cool. It's all love. One question I always had is like, you are doing music for, I guess, like 10 years or longer. I don't even know exactly. You made the big hype. How do you keep motivating yourself to keep going? Okay, so before I kind of just uploaded music to piss off like FBI and shit. I was like talking about a lot of incriminating shit as I was on the run. So I wore a mask a lot and did videos and uploaded. World Star would kind of help me. And so I don't really count that as like me trying to be a rapper. It was just like a thing to do, a way of expressing your voice in a like more modernized way for me, of self-expression, like, which I guess is like modernized but yet not. It's almost like real hip-hop, because that's where hip-hop really just stems from. It's like speaking one's voice, like that uprising shit, like, you know, like fight the power, right? But I to be honest, look, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna show you something right quick. Let me go right here. Let me open this. Let me go to YouTube right quick on my desktop, my laptop. All right, check this out. Kid Boo. All right. Where's it at? So, my motivation is this. When I made those songs that I'm talking to you about, I didn't even bring up the songs I'm looking at on the screen. My bad, I'm sorry. All right, so I did some music with DJ Khaled, 2 mixtapes with DJ Khaled, and I got like some friends of mine on there and shit like that, right? So I had Ski Mask, I had Ronnie J, I had Takeoff from Migos, DJ Khaled, and I was just like putting this, I'm putting this tape together. And I had no expectation out of it. I was just putting it together just to fucking do it. You know what I mean? My friends kept telling me like, hey, you should rap, bro. Like, hey, it's no cap, bro. You should rap, bro. You look like a rapper, bro. Like, straight up. So I'll do it. I was like, all right, bet. So I did. I ended up getting in a little trouble. I had to like, you know, move around different countries for a bit. And that kind of like, my focus was like staying out of jail more so than being a rapper, right? And like finishing all that stuff, getting that out the way with the FBI, which is something that I did very well, because I'm surprised you guys never even was able to Google anything like that. You guys hear a bunch of bullshit ass stories from when I was a kid. But like my real adult shit, bro, was serious. So that put a little pause, right? When I finished that and came back to America, I moved to LA. Literally the week that I moved here, dyed my fucking hair. But before dyeing my hair, I dropped a whole ass Blind for Love 1 as Humongous to God. Dropped it, boom. This happened 24 months after the DJ Khaled, Migos and all that. 24 months. So without effort, in 24 months, I managed to fix my legal situation in life, citizenship, come back to the country, and start a new career on something I wanted to do different, a new venture, right? Because I already did business and all that other stuff like I mentioned earlier. But now I'm like, you know what? This Kid Buu I used to always think about with the whole like how Drake would, why don't I try that? So I did. I said, fuck it. Went full blown, hair pink, and was like, let's redrop Line for Love 1, and when take it down from Humongous to God's Spotify, let's redrop it. Did that and drop it as Kid Buu. I put a video for it on Worldstar instantly. Bam. Went viral. That was the Dead Roses. Went viral. Shit was everywhere about like beefing with like Nav and Uzi and all that stuff, which I technically wasn't. I was just calling out the internet. Because the internet was talking shit about my song, my sound. It's like they didn't understand what Kid Buu was yet. So I was talking shit to the internet. And then Uzi took it personal, Nav took it personal when I wasn't directing it to them at all. I was directing it to the internet. Because the internet was the one that was like, oh yeah, you still sauce, it sounds like this. And I'm just like, bro, I'm Kid Buu. Still no one got it, right? So that's 24 months after I did the Khaled Migos thing. 2 years. I don't like to say years because years sound long. It's only 12 months in a year. 24 months later, bro, boom. I'm here, I'm Kid Buu. I dropped that. I ended up dropping Papa. Papa went big. I dropped Def to SoundCloud. All that shit, 24 months later hit, right? 24 months later after all that Def to SoundCloud and all that shit, I also moved here and signed a deal. All within the 4 months. That's insane without even trying, because I was not trying yet. I admit I started to begin to try 24 months, like not even 24 months, but like 6 months after signing the deal. I was like, holy fuck, I actually maybe should start, like, there's a lot of responsibilities here. Like I have to, like, I can't party this much because I have to be up for this interview. We have to travel this place here to be on you know, like it was just a lot, bro. Like making it to rehearsal. I'm like, nigga, rehearse what? Like I could just rap, nigga. I just run out on stage and rap. Like nah, like there was rehearsals and shit. Like shit was a job. So I didn't like realize a lot of work that went into it. Now it would become when I started to learn, because I already knew the entertainment side of it. I know how to entertain people. Now I was to learn the business side of it. And the business side of it, I'm glad I got to have that experience. And shit, that's just crazy how like quick that shit happened, bro. So to answer that other person's question, that's the motivation, is when I look and see the results on how I'm doing when I'm not even applying myself. So if I apply myself, what I truly could do will surpass whatever I was visioning as the outcome before. So before it was like, oh, if I could get a record deal, and I did. That was a childhood dream of mine. I did it, right? Boom. Knocked that out the park. Now my next thing after learning that was like, now I beyond childhood dream, I need to have an adult dream, and the adult dream is to be a boss, a CEO, to own your shit, not to be a slave or signed under nobody else where you still working for somebody years later. You're not trying to be in your 30s, like not be a CEO, a boss, and own some property, own some shit. Like I'm straight now, I'm a boss. Like nobody owns my music, I own my own shit, I own my own businesses. I am straight. SKRT, nigga, straight type shit. STR number 8, whatever you want to put it. I'm straight, big facts. So with that being said, that's the motivation. Self-motivation. We could teach that on here, guys. Come on. But look, it was great talking with you guys. I'm going to log off of this, upload it. Some other people go watch it. I love you. Peace.